Hey guys, it's your girl Miss G, and you know what time it is. It's G time. It's time to get up, get active, and get it together. My purpose is to give advice, encourage change, and empower success. The goal is for us to grow, elevate, and excel. Everyday action is required for change, and you have the power to create change. Today is Work on It Wednesday. you know, I started writing a little more on Facebook, and it's so hard to translate everything to all of my sites, all of the apps that I'm on, right? And so instead of just saying, "Oh well," I said, "Okay, well, I guess I have to put all this together so that I can share it with you as well. I hope that it blesses you. This is what I talked about today. Work on it Wednesday. It's hard to work on something that you continue to ignore and avoid. Anxiety is fake. Stop worrying. Stop thinking about it. It's all in your head. You must not be praying enough. Just calm down. Get over it. As if actual symptoms of anxiety, racing heart, sweaty hands, sweaty palms, dizziness, trembling, and inner turmoil aren't enough and aren't life hindering enough that many people with well intention give us some very hurtful comments. Unfortunately, anxiety goes way more and way beyond just worrying. Anxiety disorders are among the most common mental illnesses in America. Over 21% of adults, 42.5 million, are affected by these debilitating illnesses each year, and that is from Mental Health of America. So why do so many of us struggling with anxiety keep it a secret? We are made to feel ashamed of. We're called weak-minded. We're looked at differently, told that we must be doing something wrong, judged, ignored, talked about, etc. My first experience with having an anxiety attack happened about 10 years ago. As a young wife, mother, student, employee, etc., the list can go on and on. I had so many things going on at once, and I started to experience these indescribable feelings. My hands started sweating, my face started trembling, my heart started racing. I literally thought I was having an asthma attack. I grabbed my inhaler, took it a few times, and it just didn't seem to work. So I drove myself to urgent care. And literally, after hours of tests, x rays, breathing treatments, the doctor comes in and she's just like, "Okay, what's going on with you?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about?" So I talked to her a little bit about what's going on in my life. And she goes, "Honey, you're having an anxiety attack." I'm like, "Okay, what does that mean?" So she explained to me a little bit about anxiety. She prescribed me some medication. But from there, I hid it. I hid the medication. I hid my symptoms. I tried to hide my symptoms because I still wasn't ready to share what this doctor told me because of the myths and the comments that I've heard about anxiety. And therefore, it was hard to manage my symptoms because I was hiding from them. I wanted to ignore them, and I just thought that they would go away on their own, on its own. Unfortunately, the more that I hid and tried to ignore my anxiety, the worse it became. Once I took action, my symptoms started to decrease. Once I learned and educated myself on the disorder, I was able to take charge of my mental health and my physical health. And this is way before I even became a therapist. I had to start taking actions in order for me to manage what was happening. There is help out there. And I know that a lot of us are struggling and we try to hide and ignore what's going on with us. But I promise you, there is help and there are people who are willing to help you. And not all treatment is the same. If you are scared of taking medication or you don't want to take the medication, there are other treatments. There are other things that you can do. I would suggest go to Mental Health of America and look at some of the treatments. One of them is lifestyle changes. Research shows exercise, meditation, and yoga can all improve mood and overall well being. Research has shown the importance of nutrition and certain supplements in supporting brain and mood. Other things like taking time to care for yourself, trying activities, and enjoying and spending time with people or environments who you feel supported by. Positive people, people who are actually willing to help you and support you, not to talk down, not to look down at you, but also people to hold you accountable. Look, you know that you're struggling with this. Get up, get active, and get it together. Stop ignoring it, stop hiding from it. This is what you're going through. Let's work on it together. We can't ignore it, we can't avoid it, and we can't hide from it. It's work on it Wednesday. If you're not willing, you can't be willing to work on something that you're hiding, that you're ignoring, that you are avoiding. Get up, get active, and get it together, guys. It's Miss G Talk. I hope that you're following me on Facebook, Instagram, Anchor, Spotify, and YouTube. I will be posting it on all these sites today. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.